and wash me over until my well runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby,
What is up, guys? It is me, your girl Shant'e, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, then welcome to the channel. If you aren't new, then welcome back to the channel. Okay, y'all can see, I don't know if y'all can see my snacks, but I have me some peanuts, some Debbie cakes, and some water. Wish I had tea because I'm finna spill it. By the title, you guys can see what's finna go down. It's another story time, because y'all seem to have liked my messy story times, and my life was just a mess around that time, and this is just all intertwining into one era. So let's just get into it. So boom, so I met this guy. I'm gonna name him Biscotti. We're gonna name him Biscotti. So I was working at the movies, and the same movie theater well, I don't know if I told y'all that in my previous story, but anyway, I was working at the movie theaters or whatever. This is around the time that me and Demon, if you ain't watched that video, then go watch that video. It'll be in the description down below, period. Me and Demon was on bad terms. Like, this was it. Like I was telling y'all in that video, me and him was in and out. Like, it was just in and out. But at this point, I was trying to find me a new end so I could be out, period. So look at me dropping stuff. Y'all was watching me. So when Biscotti ended up coming, okay, so boom, let me give y'all a rundown of how me and Biscotti met before we get into the drama. Boom. So Biscotti's cousin was cool with my brother, who was the manager of the theater. So all us really got on off some it's who we know type situation. So Biscotti ended up getting turned on or whatever, and I had seen him one day when he had walked in. I was like, girl, who is that? So when I seen him, I ain't, you know me, I ain't really into all the I'm finna go pounce on them immediately. You know, I got a little strategy I like to play on guys. So I called my best friend. I'm like, girl, it's this fine little chocolate little thing. Just started working here. So she went to crying laughing. I was like, but I ain't gonna say nothing yet. I'm gonna see, you know, what type of guy he is. So I can figure out, you know, the type of guy somebody is by who they hang around and stuff they do or whatever. So when I started noticing who he would lean towards at the job, I kind of put his characteristics. I'm like, okay, he cool. So after a while, I wouldn't say anything or whatever. I had to make sure, you know, the ghost was clear before I even land my plane. So one day, I left the mall with my homegirls or whatever, and we was getting out the car. I mean, y'all know how the movie theater is. It's like this little ramp. So we walking up the ramp, and I'm getting dropped off. I was like, y'all watch this. I said, hey, Biscotti. So he was like, what's up? I was like, Sunday. But anyway, so after he spoke, I kind of was like, okay, cool. Like, it's a green light. Like, he ain't stiff, so I ain't gotta worry about trying to do all that extra stuff or playing hard to get and stuff. You know, I know how to break a dude down, period. So days go by. I was talking to my homegirl. I can call her real name out. It's the average name, Monty. So I'm talking to Monty, and Monty like, I'm like, Monty, you know, me and Demon had, we just broke up type situation, you know. I don't know what I should do. You think I should just leave it alone or what? Monty said, girl, it's a dog eat dog world. She's talking about you gotta do what you gotta do. If you want them, then bark. I said, baby, I'm on it. So boom. Was it that same day she said that this happened? If it wasn't the same day, then the next day, me and Monty was standing at concessions, you know, just chilling. We ain't never had nothing to do at the darn job. So we just standing there talking about food. So my brother was like, he was finna go somewhere and then he was gonna go to the mall. So in the midst of him going to the mall, I was like, pick me up some American deli. I want something to eat. So Biscotti had ended up jumping in the middle of the conversation, and he was like, oh, what y'all talking about? So I was like, something to eat. So he was like, oh, what y'all got in mind? Like, what y'all thinking about? Because I'm hungry too. And I mind you, he had just got out because he was like, I'm finna go eat. So he was like, no, I was like, I want some lemon pepper wings with lemon pepper seasoning on the fries. from American Deli. So he was like, oh, that sounds good. So he was like, bet. So I'm talking to Monty. So Monty, we just chopping it up. Probably like 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes later. But Scotty come pulling back up to the job with my plate of food. Monty was like, we looked at each other. He dropped it off. He smiled and he dipped. Baby, it's over with. You're trapped. So when he did that, oh, y'all know our bets was off. It was over with then. It was over with, honey. We was lit. So around this time, now listen, so boom. I did tell him when we started talking, I was like, you know, I am dealing with somebody. We kind of on and off. I don't really know what the situation stand at this point. Whether you choose to move forward or not, it's really up to you. But you know, I do, you know, I got a thing for you. Regardless of me, I was always upfront about the situation. Like, I ain't never really led somebody in the blind because I feel like players gonna tell you what it is, what it ain't, what it's gonna be, period. And I told him that. And then we got a homeboy, I'm gonna call him O. O was standing right there when I told him about it. Okay, you know, I do nobody, blah, 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 blah. But, you know, you feel me? If you feel like you feeling me and you don't feel like that situation gonna go nowhere, then I'm pretty sure you know you're gonna end up drifting off from it. Which, that was my intentions until this happened. Time going on, we on date. We on dates or whatever. And every time I'm at work, he comes smiling. I had made him blush every at work, y'all. That was my at work little boo baby. So everything going smooth. Like when I tell y'all everything was smooth, like everything was smooth. So when this situation happened, it really was like a shocker, and I was really mad at him. Boom. As we talking or whatever, we end up, I don't know what we did that day, but anyway, we was in a box office, and that's the little thing where y'all come to the movies and they rip your tickets before you go in the building. Box office. So we in there and I'm drawing on his neck. Now, one thing I can't say about Biscotti, it wasn't no secret that we was messing with each other. Everybody in the job knew, and then everybody on Snapchat knew as well. Like, he didn't have no problem posting nothing because it wasn't no secret, which why I was so surprised at what's about to happen. Child, so you know me, we bored, so I'm drawing on his neck acting like I'm gonna give him a tattoo. So probably about 30 minutes to an hour later, my assistant manager comes and she was like, oh, Shant'e, somebody's on the phone for you. So for me, it's kind of like, only person I'm thinking is job related, or it's job related, because I'm not thinking, none of my people would call my job. They would call my phone if they was trying to come to the theater or whatever, or see if I was working. So when I got the phone, they was like, is this Shant'e? So I'm like, yeah. So my assistant manager's standing right here. So I'm thinking it's got something to do with the job or whatever, about my information or anything. So they like, how old are you? So I'm like 18. So they was like, oh, okay. Just know that it's a girl that wanna beat your beat. Click. So I look at the phone and I look at my assistant manager. She's like, what? And I was like, can you see the number that just called the phone? So she grabbed the thing, and when I read out, she says block. And she's talking about it's somebody playing on the phone. So I didn't want to tell them what was going on, because one thing about me when it comes out of work, I don't like to mix what I got going on outside of work with my job. So I think that's what she really triggered when it came out of me. Like I said, I'm not no fighter and stuff like that, but when it comes out of my money, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't mess up my money, because now we got a problem. So I'm still at all, I'm like, what? So I call my best friend, I'm just telling her what's going on. So we thought it was Demon's ex-girlfriend or whatever, because you know, of course, I'm just always in some mess when it comes down to these dudes. Like, I don't be doing nothing to these girls. Like, I don't get it. But anyway, so we like, okay, well, maybe it's her or whatever. Something we just was always accustomed to, so we really wasn't paying no attention. So time go by, I'm outside pacing back and forth by myself. Pacing back and forth by myself. By myself. Nobody outside but me. By myself. Me. Alone. Just making sure we clear that up. So I'm on the phone with my best friend, and the way the movie theater is set up, you can go around the entire building. Like, you can circle around the entire building. It was an alley in the back, and you could go through the alley to come on either side of the building. So I'm not paying attention, but I see the car. But me being me, I'm thinking it's just a parked car, because people do it all the time. They park on the sides where there ain't no parking spots. But it was a regular schmegular day, so it shouldn't have been no reason it was parked over there anyway, because it was a bunch of parking spots. But I'm not paying no attention again. So all I see out the corner of my eye is this old rusty, dusty, busted car come out the side of the building and skirt out the parking lot. So I'm like, what the freak? Like, what? Like, wait. What the freak? Y'all, whole time it's Shant'e and her best friend. Now, mind you, if that's your home, listen, one thing about it, if I'm finna straighten or I'm finna check somebody, I'm finna check somebody for sure. I'm not finna come up here to no job and I did not get out. I'm not finna stalk nobody, because if I wasn't outside, the question is, was you gonna come inside? And then with me being outside, why didn't you get out the car and then come talk to me or ask me or whatever the case may be? Don't be doing that, making a big old scene for no reason. So I went back, I came back inside. I'm just like, bro, it's just getting stranger and stranger today. Like, what is going on? So I told my best friend what happened just then. She was like, what? So I'm inside, I go back to the boss office. I'm just like, whatever, it is what it is. Like, I was thinking that it was Demon's ex-girlfriend. So I'm like, I'm just used to this girl doing this. Ain't really nothing, you feel me? Ain't really nothing finna go down. So I had to stop eating my peanuts. The story got so good. So at the time, I'm sitting in the boss office. I'm gonna call him op, because he was an op. But this day, he wasn't an op to me. So op come. And you never trust the light skin. Up come. And he was like, hey Shant'e, let me holler at you. So I'm like, what's up? So he was like, that was Biscotti's girlfriend who called the job. And I stopped. And Biscotti was all the way in the back ripping tickets. Who ain't got out that box office and zoomed all the way to the back? Y'all, zooms all the way to the back. And you know me, I hit one of these numbers real quick. I said, you better give me her number, her address, whatever it is. You need to run me down everything, because I'm going to be and I'm going to be for calling this phone. So he was just in shock, because he was trying to figure out, one, how the heck did you just find that out? So the thing about their relationship was, after a while, he really was not messing with this girl. Like, the girl's freaking delusional, but I can't put nothing past the dude neither, because you know guys do stuff to make girls crazy. So I can't say it was her, I can't say it was him, but at the point it wasn't gonna be me, period. So telling him, give me her stuff, y'all, he ran everything down, the girl phone number and Snapchat, boom. So I held on to it all day. Like I said, I don't like to draw no attention at work. Like, if we gonna do this, we can do this on the street, period. So I ended up going back to my best friend's house or whatever. And Op told me that was her that drove off in the parking lot too or whatever. So that's how everything made sense. So when we got home, oh, you already know, best believe I called that number. I went on Snapchat, added her on Snapchat through her telephone number. And I was like, oh, is this, what I'm gonna call her? Fiona. Is this Fiona? So she never replied or whatever. So I'm just like, okay, well, we ain't gotta reply. We'll just call like you did me. I called, she was, hello. And I was like, oh, since you like to call people jobs or whatever and make threats, I said, where you at? Pull up to such and such right now. What's up? Oh, I don't know what you talking about. Whoever told you that, they lying. Click, hung up, so she ended up calling me back. So this is one she had told on herself. Like, she ended up telling on herself. That was the, so she was like, I don't care what you and Biscotti got going on. You can have him because he tried me. Like, why would you even be talking to somebody knowing we got this and this going on? But I said, to be honest, I don't really too much care about what y'all got going on, since you called my job making a threat. It's really nothing else you can say. Like, if you felt like I wasn't a problem and he was, why would you call the job saying it's a girl that want to beat you? I'm not taking that lightly. You called and threatened me and you called my job, so now I'm not going for none of that, period. So you didn't want to pull up. I said, don't worry about it. I found you. Click. Boom. Next day roll around. Oh, you know, I was pushing my Honda back then, baby. The Honda, listen, Miracle used to get to point A to point B, okay? So, boom. I ended up going to work for a second. I had got off, I think, at like 3. I lied. What time I got off? I don't know what time I got off, but either way I got off in decent time before, because she was still in high school. I don't think she had graduated just yet. So I had called some of my little minions, and I was just like, hey, y'all know this girl named Fiona? And they like, oh yeah, we know her, or whatever. I was like, y'all know what lunch or whatever she be on or whatever, da 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 da. So they like, yeah, she be on such and such and such lunch, da 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 da. So I'm like, bet. And I call her, I said, you want to do this at your school, or you want to do this in your neighborhood? Like, what's up? What you want to do? Girl, I'm not finna skip school to fight you. I'm not finna do this to fight you. You tripping. Da, 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 da. Now, mind you, you had you called and threatened. Now you scared. Now you scared. So boom. Y'all, so in the midst of me going back and forth with her, somebody on my other line calling. So I clicked to the other line. Hello? If you touch my daughter, this and this and this and this and this, go down. You go to that school if you want to. I said, I'm on the way to the school to touch your daughter right now. Click, bang on her. Go to the other line. I said, oh, you called your mama? I said, you ain't called your mama when you called my job, but now you calling your mama? So I hung up. So then I called Biscotti, and I'm talking to him. I'm like, where did this girl stay at? Da, 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 da. So he gave me all of that. He kind of just stuck with what he gave me, which was the Snapchat and the phone number or whatever the case may be, because he ain't that type of dude. So I was like, that's fine, cool. I found it out myself. I'll just wait outside of her school to wait for her to come out. Click. So I called her back. I said, what's up? So my minions called me back and was like, her mama just came and got her from school. I don't know what you got going on or what you doing, but she is not here no more. Da, 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 da. So I was like, bet, hung up. So me and my best friend crying, laughing. We like, girl, no you didn't. Just call my job phone, make threats, and now you calling your mammy. Bet. I got her number saved in my phone as Scary Beep. So I ended up calling her back, and I was like, nah, she with her mama now. So I was like, so where you at? Oh, I just told you you're not gonna touch my daughter. If you wanna fight, you can fight me. So my best friend snatched my phone. She said, you ain't finna be sitting here talking about. So my best friend pretended to be an adult, because she like, you an adult yelling at a child, you tripping, but you don't know your child is in the wrong. So my best friend arguing where, you ain't gonna touch my niece, you tripping, da 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 da. That's what you wanna do. So we everybody just going back and forth at this point, but nobody's dropping no location, no time, no nothing. So boom. We go back to the job, we chilling or whatever. So time progressed, we just really waiting on her to hit us back. Y'all know that girl ain't never hit us back about no nothing, no emotion, no nothing. Y'all, it was about 9-ish. I know it was dark, so it was either 8, 9. I wish I had the paragraph this girl. Matter of fact, the paragraph had to be like this long, y'all. Like, it had to be this long. She sent to my Snapchat apologizing. It was so funny. So she goes and, oh, I apologize that I didn't mean to come off like that. I was just her and da 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 da. She was like, basically all in a nutshell, she was like, can you please call my phone? So I'm sitting on top of my car at my best friend's house with her on speaker as she crying. Cause he tried me several times and I just don't understand why. Like, you could have turned it into a song. Like, it was just a whole soap opera. So I was like, well, are y'all dating? She was like, no, but we was on terms where we could have got back together and da 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 da. Like, I was just like, why do I have a car? This is the conversation. I was like, well, give me a minute, because I need to call him and curse him out anyway. So I hangs up, call him. I'm like, so why didn't you just keep it G with me and tell me you had a girlfriend or whatever the situation is? I said, because I told you what I had going on. So it was like, you had every right to tell me what you had going on. So I don't understand what was the whole point of not telling me what you had going on. Child, he goes into this whole dialogue. We ain't together. I don't mess with this girl. She crazy. She keep calling my phone. She blowing me up. This ain't that. We ain't even that. My folks ain't feeling her. This. She lying. She da da da. Boom, bam, bam. Call her back. So I'm like, so what's really, like, what's going on with y'all? He be lying. And I just was like, bro, can you stop crying and just talk normal? Like, he be doing this and this and this, and I just don't understand. Like, if he just wanted to talk to you, you so pretty. It's just like, I don't have no problem with you, but it just make me real upset, because why didn't you tell me that that's what you wanted to do? Well, I don't know why he didn't tell you, but that don't got nothing to do with me. You should have called my job threatening me. You should have called the job threatening him, period. When you did that, like I told her, when you did that, all bets was off. Like, you really could have came to me as a woman on some, like, listen, me and Biscotti still got stuff going on. Like, I don't know what y'all got going on. Can we clarify? Can we sum it up? Can we da da da? Either way it go, Biscotti's in the wrong, because he should have told me They should have told her, whatever the case may be. Even though I ain't told Demon what I had going on, because me and Demon wasn't together. It wasn't his business. So I feel where he coming from with not telling her, because they weren't talking. But you know, it's just all in. Listen, guys, females, anybody that's dating, when you talking to somebody, when you done, make sure you get them closure. Because sometimes people be acting like y'all don't get these folks closure. Give these folks closure. They need it, you need it, we need it. So we won't be in discrepancies like this. But if you guys want more story time, make sure you guys comment down below. If you like this video, make sure you thumbs it up. Make sure you subscribe. I don't know why you didn't subscribe. Like, we been here long enough. And make sure you turn your post notifications on so your phone can beep, buzz, vibrate, or do whatever it does when your girl posts another video. And I'll catch y'all next time.